Hello, my dear collective. We're gonna do a random reading. So we got a bunch of angle numbers, and let's get into it. Okay. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing a few music channelings. I'll be posting them as much as I can, very frequently. Right now, it's giving like 2 a day, 3 a day. So let's see if I'm gonna go back to doing 5 a day. But right now, 2, 1, because I just want like YouTube to kind of, get familiar with what I do. But trust and believe. It's definitely every hour on the hour. But I'm just situating the readings so YouTube can adjust and you won't overwhelm that. And for anyone that do watch readings every day, all day, 24/7/8, okay? So let's see. But on that note, hopefully you guys are doing well. As usual, it is the day before the full moon, new moon, but I feel like the energy is very potent right now. So let's do reading. So we got 777, 999, 555, 666, and 222. Okay. We're gonna start first with there's gonna be a celebration for somebody, either a baby boy, a pregnancy. Okay, so somebody's pregnant. Congratulations. Okay. Wifey, hubby, congratulations for this new addition to your life. Okay, I feel like this is going to give you a lot of freedom, or you're going to feel very liberated because you've been waiting for this, so you can't wait for it, and you feel excited. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. I feel like for some of you guys, you've been waiting, and the season, the time is here. So that's your guys' message. Then we got 777. You're either going to get a yes confirmation, things are going in your favor, angels are near you, trying to contact you, or you have angelic protection, okay? So we're going to just pull a few cards as per usual. So evaluate. So the reason why you're going to get a yes or have angelic protection on 777 of it all is because it's about a new opportunity, a new chance in your life, okay? Some of you guys, it might be the last time you can do this, so that's why the protection is so heavy right now, okay? But a new opportunity, it could be money, it could be just a regular opportunity, a new chapter, okay? Not too complicated, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could have lost hope, and now angels are like, wait a minute now, this season, that opportunity, we're not over and done, okay? The things are not close, okay? Then we got triple, let's see, what's the, 999. So that is symbolic for a chapter ending. So something has to end for something new to begin, okay? It is inevitable. So even if it's bittersweet, it's for your highest and best good. You might not think it is, but it will be for your highest and best good, okay? It's almost like, for instance, you're pushed to move a job, a place, change relationship, and you don't want to end this, but something will happen in the atmosphere for you to have issues with that relationship, that job. You get me, okay? It's like a part of divine timing, okay? Divine order. Basically, you're about to head into your accomplishment. Okay? Let's read it. Victory, okay? Let me not overdo it, because like I said, I already have a speech impendency. I've already been talking for an hour already. 555, it's symbolic for a change that will happen. It could be a good change, it could be a bad change, but that change is inevitable, okay? For a lot of you guys, it's a change in relation to some sort of depression or a stop in your life. So I don't know, you might lose something. It could be anything, but it will be changed for the good or for the worser. Based on the card, it's going to be a change that might put you into some depression. Okay? Melancholy, sadness, grief. And for others, that's not the case. But for the majority, the change is in relation to that. Either you need to stop being in that, or something will push you into that direction, in terms of the 555. Okay? Let's move on to the next number. 222. So somebody wants to heal something with you, or you need to heal something with somebody. Let's pull a card on this. This is in relation to somebody that was a karmic. Okay, you already know how I feel about karmics, but it's a karmic in your life that you need to forgive. Okay, or let me be quite honest, you need to heal something with them, or they need to heal something with you. It's a karmic in your life. Okay, I'm sorry, that's the message for somebody. You need to heal with this person, or they're coming in to heal something with you. I will say this though, if they're coming in to heal something with you, you need to forgive that person in your heart, because there's some sort of string that's still keeping you attached to them. Okay, and if universe, God is seeing that, okay, this person collective is like, she says she's over and done, he said she's over and done, I'm gonna bring this person in to see if they're really over and done with this. Okay, message. So let's continue. Somebody's name is Sally, so we're gonna just pull a card for Sally. So we got this one here. So things might not go so well for Sally right now, or things might not go so well between you and Sally. Sally is still very much upset, or you're still very much upset with Sally. Okay. It's about an ending that's not really ending. It's about a pain that's still really not over. It's about clarity that needs to be clarified, but it's not being clarified. So Sally is upset with you, you're upset with Sally. Okay, things are not moving forward into this energy. Okay, because this needs to be addressed. The ending that never ended, or something wasn't clarified, or I'm getting unfinished business. Somebody's still very hurt by this relationship, or another relationship they chose. Things need to be fixed, because you trying to fix things with Sally would not work during this time. Okay, I'm also sensing a lot of betrayal. I feel like you betrayed Sally, or it could be vice versa. But I'm gonna say this right now, somebody's not open to have a conversation. It could be Sally, it could be you. It's because they're still very hurt. They're still very hurt about, let's see this again, this ending that took place and never really ended. Okay, they're still thinking about you, you're still thinking about them, but for them to discuss in terms of the ending of the relationship, the pain, the betrayal, the loss, the separation, the relationship, or the marriage, somebody's not ready to do so, because it keeps on bringing wounds that somebody doesn't want to address. Okay, but in your favor, or in Sally's favor, they still think about you. They're still very nostalgic, but also with that comes with the pain that they don't want to address. Okay, message. Okay, let's continue. Anything else for collective? So we got this one here. Somebody's upset or annoyed. You could be, they could be. They're upset because of some sort of injustice. They wanted things to be on a loving. Somebody was banking on somebody's kindness, and that wasn't the case. So somebody is now annoyed because somebody's not coming in with empathy and sympathy. Instead of boundaries, somebody's upset with somebody's boundaries. That is the message. You are, or they are. Okay, I feel like it's a feminine being upset with another feminine. For others, it's a feminine being upset with a masculine here. Okay, or a friend. It could be a friend upset with another friend because of somebody having boundaries and they're looking at this like, oh my god, I thought you'd be like more nicer, but all of a sudden you're like, no, I am kind, I'm not nice. Okay, that whole saying. Somebody's still hoping for a change. You're them. Okay, somebody's also balding as well. Whoever's upset, it could be like, for some of you guys who are in a same-sex relationship or situationship, okay? For others, it's for straight people, okay? Somebody wants somebody to kind of like chill, right? Don't be so serious. Let's do this relationship. Let's just go with the flow. And another person is like, no, I have boundaries, okay? That's the message here, okay? Male or female that you're watching for. But somebody is balding. It's a guy that's balding, somebody that has curly hair. Okay, that's a message for somebody. I mean, I'm not a man and I'm not balding, but I hear castor oil is good for curls. Rosemary oil, castor oil, hydrating, making sure that you got enough like vitamins. Message collective, I don't know. Okay, or I do know it's for somebody. Okay, and I'm also channeling here. I saw this in the dream state. Somebody's about to meet royalty, or you are part of a royal bloodline. Okay, you're about to meet like the royalties in your country. Like the king, queen will acknowledge you, okay? I feel like this is literal or this is like spiritual. You're about to be acknowledged for being part of the royalty. You're being like, what's the name? Like inducted or something? There's some sort of induction going on. I don't know if this is literally or spiritually, because anyone could be watching my readings, okay? But you being honored and favored from people that are of high regards, okay? Message. So, okay. So we got there. It could be people from your ancestral line. It could be your family. It could be, I don't know, anyone, okay? But enjoy whoever that is for. Let's see, I think that's it though. Is anything else? If not, we're about to wrap it up. So we got fear in reverse. So somebody's not in fear anymore. Somebody wasn't fair, but they're not in fear anymore. So that energy of fear is leaving somebody. You're them. That's good, okay? I do feel like somebody might be in a stressor. Somebody might be a little bit stressed out because you're not anxious anymore or not in fear anymore, because they were maybe thinking, hoping, or assuming that you would be, but you're not. Fuck them. Okay, let's continue. Anything else for collective that's about to be a secret or something that's hidden to be disclosed for you? This will bring you a lot of happiness. So something was hidden for you, not disclosed. When it will be disclosed, it will bring a lot of joy to you. I love it. I feel like this is going to help you be more firm in terms of your direction in life. Okay. A lot of you guys, it could have been something that you've been dealing with in terms of like being depressed about, and when you realize what is really linked to, it's going to give you a lot of liberation and a lot of stability on where to go and what to do. when you realize what was behind the scenes. Okay, a lot of it was a lot of this, or a lot of that was a lot of whatever that was hidden from you, that was not disclosed. For some of you guys, it caused a depression, and it's about to be revealed on what was the reason for that, and that will give you sense of clarity and also sense of joy, because you know what's up, you know what's happening. Okay. Okay. And lastly, there are a lot of people that is in support of you. I feel like you're about to find your soul tribe, or you're about to be supported. Okay. Maybe people didn't have your back, they're about to have your back now. Okay, a lot of people that turned their back towards you are about to be like, you know what, let me go and support collective. Or you're about to find your soul tribe. Okay, this will give you a lot of security. Maybe security will come towards you, or you're gonna feel very secure within yourself. Okay. There is somebody though that is still trying to be on some BS, so they might try to test you and do some sort of, like, I'm getting like evil eyeing. Just make sure to cleanse your energy, soft bath, fasting, meditating. Okay, because there's still someone that's trying to test and see if you're really happy, if you're really good, like really want you to be in a stressful energy. It's because they're either projecting or sending some sort of evil eye. Make sure you protect yourself, collective, because somebody will try to, oh, I don't want collective to be secure, I don't want them to have support, I don't want them to know that they're not alone, you know. This is a part of your journey, especially for the spiritual. Like, they always try to test spiritual people, because the regular everyday people in the matrix, that's their mission, to make sure we don't know who we are and stay aligned and stay prosperous. Okay, so be aware of anyone that's trying to fuck up your vibe, your energy. Okay, because somebody will try it. Now, in preparation for the full moon or new moon that's going to take place tomorrow, that's probably it. I feel like I'm foreshadowing, so just be aware of not to get triggered, not to allow them to enter into your vortex, your space, things of that nature. Okay, because some of them might even try to, like, project some sort of sadness or depression, or want you to go back to this energy when you were crashing out, depressed, confused, don't want to be on earth type of energy. Okay, somebody's very much like, I need to. So I'm continuing this reading. So funny, like, the police just came over. They were looking for a person, like, I think it's a homeless person, and a winter jacket. And I'm here like, what? And they were asking if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm just outside reading tarot. So I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, I don't know, maybe somebody is like going off the rails as well. I feel like it could be one of those people that want to cause you stressor. So for instance, like how the police were just checking up to see how I was doing because they were looking for somebody. Maybe they were trying to send other people to see if you're okay, to make sure you don't look okay, but in reality they're the ones that are like cray cray, you know. I feel like that's like a part of the projection as well. So for instance, like I said before, somebody really wants you to be down and out, and this is for the preparation of like the new moon, full moon. So I say this all the time, when you are high vibrational, when you're spiritual, if you have extended and you're not in the same energy that they found you in, as in you have overcome, they would do everything for you to not stay where you're heading at or where you found yourself in, which is your purpose, your happiness, and the fact that you're stronger than they thought that you were. Okay? Side note, spiritually for me, whenever, it's not often, but a part of my spiritual journey, whenever I see like police force and so on, that is a sign of protection. So in that sense, somebody's also protecting you spiritually. Okay, I don't know if it's the same like resonance for you guys, but what I've noticed every time somebody is trying something when it comes to myself, and there's like police officers and so on, far from a distance is indication that I'm being protected spiritually. So it might resonate, okay, but I say this to say, I did mention that somebody is still trying to project you to be in some sort of depression and sadness, and you're probably on your spiritual journey anyway, so they're trying to keep you stuck. But the thing is, you're gonna overcome this, and when you do, obviously it's gonna send a signal to the people that want you to be stuck in this matrix, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, they found out who they are, we need to keep them stuck and trapped, right? And here you are, overcoming and shining and bettering yourself, you know? So I say this to say, you are protected. Number one, this is also foreshadowing for what's to come during this full moon, new moon, because if somebody is projecting, sending evil eyeing, which I feel like that's the case for somebody, you do have spiritual guidance and protection. Number one, I'm also, this reading in itself is a confirmation, and everything I see as a symbolism thus far during this moment in time, because this is general reading and a reading I'm doing during this moment in time. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling, but I really hope I'm making sense. Okay, you're probably somebody that is a healer or about to get into healing, or like I said before, you're probably healing yourself. So energy work could be very relevant for you as well. I feel like somebody really much is trying to make sure that you won't know yourself, heal, and overcome. Like somebody doesn't want you to be in this energy of being free, because they want you to be, like I showed you before, they want you to be like grieving, mourning. Okay, probably this is something that you were used to for a long time in your life, and now you're not in this, and they're like, oh my god, we can't control them anymore because they're not depressed. Okay, I did a audio insight a few days ago. This is specific though, but I channeled the name Patrick, okay, and I didn't want to do card-based reading because I didn't have time, but somebody was actively trying to attack Patrick. They wanted Patrick to be in psychosis so they could admit him to the psych ward, okay? And I get bits and messages here and there from time to time, and I feel like when I get them very like that, it's very urgent, it's very direct, okay? So Patrick, if you're watching, I feel like they're still trying to make sure that you have some sort of episode, because they want you to be admitted, because when they do, then from there they can control you. Okay, that's the entire mission here. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but things of this nature happen on a spiritual note, and if you're not hip to the lingo, you would think this is crazy, and rightfully so. If you don't know what's up, obviously you're gonna think it's crazy, but for certain people like Patrick and other people, it will make totally sense. Okay, because as logical as I am, there's a lot of shit that happens on a spiritual level. Excuse my speech impediment. Okay, so while we're here, let's pull some cards for Patrick since we're here, and I will link that reading. So we got this one here. A lot of them are, again, like I said, depression. They want you to harm yourself, and they're probably gonna say something where it's like, we're here to help you, we don't want you to harm yourself. The entire time they're doing this so they can control you, and I feel like you're even gonna harm yourself more if you're in these people's grasp, you know. They don't want you to cut away your energy, and you staying depressed is feeding them energy. It's giving energy vampires, okay? But don't allow them to. I need you to, like, because this is very severe and very deep. I need you to, I don't know how you protect yourself, but I do feel like you're on your spiritual journey. But let's check. Like, you don't have to be spiritual to be attacked this way, but I feel like a lot of spiritual people do get attacked in order to kind of, they want to control the masses. Okay, I know it's a little bit, ooh, but that's low key, you know? So I feel like they're trying to do this to you, Patrick, so you need to protect yourself. Especially if you're somebody that has been diagnosed with depression, because a lot of spiritual people do get diagnosed with different diagnoses. Okay, it's because it's safer to keep them in that than for them to know who they are. Okay, so any more cards for Patrick? If not, we're gonna, so we got this is a part of your spiritual journey. Okay, you're supposed to do energy work. I'm pretty sure you're probably going to use the pain and the experience to help other people. Okay, that's the reason for the entire thing. But the thing is, you don't have to be stuck in there. Okay, so energy work could be relevant as well. So should we wrap it up? Okay, so something about traveling support, as well as community. Okay, you have ancestral protection. Okay, so they're either going to travel towards you, support you, or communicate to you, specifically your ancestral team. Okay, and something about money and success. I feel like one of the reasons, aside from you being spiritual, is that you also have some sort of like ancestral blessing, some sort of lucrative blessing here. So again, if you don't know who you are, I know maybe inheritance money is relevant as well. Like if they keep you depressed, then Patrick can get to the money, can get this inheritance. Okay, so this is very severe and this is very urgent for you, Patrick, to cleanse yourself. Okay, because not only your journey is being tampered with, but also money. Okay, like ancestral money, which could be transmuted into literal money. Okay, as well, but blessing nonetheless. Okay, it's kind of like if they keep Patrick stuck, Patrick can get to know themselves, and they can get access to what's owed to them in terms of a blessing, heavy on this money or this inheritance. Okay, so excuse my speech impendency, because it does happen. I've done a lot of readings, like I say, and I say this to say thank you for those that have been watching, and see you in the next reading. Oh yeah, you know what? See you in the next reading.